Hi, I'm Nirja Singh. I bring you 30 insights into the art of surviving, thriving through, and not dying of a generation gap. And these are for all boomers, right through all zoomers. Insight 22. Now, India has about 426 million millennials today, and they have higher expectations of themselves and others than any other previous generation. There is a Morgan Stanley report covering the 1980s to the 2016. It says the drive to be perfect in body, mind and career among today's youth is increasing compared to the prior generations, and it may be taking a toll on their mental health. This is the first study of group generational differences in perfectionism. And even though it was carried out on American, Canadian and the British college students, the findings apply in the Indian context. The authors, Thomas Curran, Ph.D., University of Bath, and Andrew Hill, Ph.D., York St. John University. They measured three types of perfectionism: self-oriented, an irrational desire to be perfect, socially prescribed, perceiving excessive expectations from others, and other-oriented, placing unrealistic standards on others. So there you have it. Not only do you want to achieve, you are overly critical of yourself and others. Now, this perfectionism can be normal, adaptive, which is good in measured doses, or it can be neurotic, maladaptive. Normal perfectionists will set realistic standards for themselves. Neurotic perfectionists will have unrealistic expectations of themselves, not in line with their abilities or potential or commitment. A 2012 study conducted with students in the Delhi University found that neurotic perfectionists reported higher levels of depression. All over the world, Asians show higher levels of neurotic perfectionism as compared to the other ethnic groups. One major reason is their core value of family recognition through achievement. Appreciation is conditional in these circumstances, and perfectionism is not just accepted, it is encouraged and reinforced every step of the way. Young people start to feel that perfectionism is necessary in order to be safe, socially connected, and of any worth. Now, there are social media comparisons, but where is the line between enhancing and faking the enhancement? The presentation has become more important than the real. As the gap between the real self and the portrayed self increases and it becomes a constant state, it can cause depression. Then there is the rise of the meritocracy, placing a premium on young people to strive, perform, and achieve in modern life. There is the fear of social embarrassment and rejection. Once upon a time, there was a limit to socialization. Today, influence is arriving from distant, varied, and many a time unknown sources. And there is no value-laden counter-advice coming from anywhere. We have a condition here that accounts for the highest deaths among the most productive age group. Perfectionism has to be addressed. The young are striving to be the best among their peers without knowing how much they can push themselves. They need help to understand and accept that each person is unique, and the best one can do is to work on one's own strengths. Yes, We all know the solution. It is simple. Create an environment where there is acceptance and the celebration of differences. It's easier said than done. Every workplace, every home has at least one perfectionist boss, one teammate or parent, a workaholic, fastidious, micromanager, demanding, and quite proudly so. Dot the I's and cross the T's. But can there ever be a perfect criteria of perfect work? Excellent, yes, but perfect? Does perfectionism imply chasing high standards? But high standards can be achieved without being perfect, no? Does perfectionism make for a successful leader? Won't that make him disconnected and disparaging of others? Intolerant? Perfectionism in any form will leave you and me and others suffering. Let's strike it off our blue books and don't sweat it. The cross does not have to be perfectly drawn. We do the best we can in the best way we can, nothing less than that is acceptable and nothing more is needed. Yes? No? Maybe? In a while? This teenager is ready to listen. Book me to speak on generational maladaptations and watch out for Insight 23.